We'll start today sitting in a cross-legged position, and you can pull the flesh of your buttocks back behind your sit bones. And really feel yourself settling down into your sit bones as you let the belly relax and the floor of your pelvis drop. You can feel how heavy the bones are sitting. And then lift up tall to the crown of the head. So you're both connecting downward to the earth and upward to the sky. You can start to feel the breath, that which connects all that is below and all that is above and all that is around. Deepening the breath as if to be deepening your connection with all that is. With each exhale, you can feel the body relaxing a little more, face softening, shoulders melting. Feel the hands like this. Staying connected, feeling all the way. Start to roll the shoulders going forward, up, back, and down. Moving with your breath, notice where in the cycle the inhale comes, where the exhale comes. And then start to circle the other way, back, up, hold. Where does the body most find the space to breathe in this moment? And let the shoulders relax. And we're going to move one shoulder in one direction, the other shoulder in the other direction. So the easiest way to do this, because it's definitely not easy, is to lift them both at the same time and move one forward and one back and then down. And then switch, lift, So you don't want to be taking turns. It's not like bicycling the shoulders. They're moving simultaneously in opposite directions. It's very hard, but we'll try. Lift one forward as one goes back, and then down, and then the other forward as the other goes back, both lifting at the same time, both dropping at the same time. If you're lifting both at the same time, then you have a pretty good chance of being able to get it. So this apparently breaks up the tension around the neck and shoulders more so than when we do one at a time or both in the same direction. And of course, it's also really good for the brain. So take a moment and notice which direction your left shoulder is going, and then we'll reverse. Just when you thought you were getting it, we're going to complicate things. Same time. Same time. Both lift, one goes forward, the other goes back, both come down together. Okay, and relax. Just come into stillness. And always inside the stillness, there's movement. As long as you're alive and breathing, there's movement. So you can tether your mind to that movement to give it something to do. Keep it from wandering. We'll drop the chin to the chest and bring the chin over to the left shoulder. Place the right hand behind your back, bringing it over toward the left side, maybe, or wherever it feels like you get the best stretch. And also try not to bend forward. I'm saying that because I noticed I was doing it. Keep your chest up and your body tall and just drop your head. That will keep the stretch in the neck. And then pressing the back side of your hand into your back ribs. Move that right elbow back. Keep dropping the head down to the left. And then really the breath is going to make the stretch. Bring the chin center, lift the head, bring that right arm across the chest with the elbow straight, pull the arm in toward the body, flex the hand at the wrist, turn your head to the right. And release the arms, bring the head center, drop the chin to the chest, and over to the right shoulder, keeping the chest lifted. Left arm behind your back. Press the knuckle side of your hand into your back and roll the shoulder and elbow back. Imagine that you're breathing deeply enough that it goes into this stretched area here in the left side of the chest and the left neck. The chin down and center. Lift it up. Then bring the left arm across the body, elbow straight, flexing at the wrist, pulling in, turn your head to the left. Straighten those fingers, get even that stretch going. Release the arms, bring the head center. Relax the shoulders. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold over your legs. Let the hands rest on the ground. Let the elbows drop. Breathe long and deep and slow and full. Feeling where the breath goes into the body. And the body is folded over like this. On the exhale, you might draw the navel back toward the spine, helping to complete the breath release. And then roll yourself up slowly. Let an inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, arms down. Stillness and movement. Become aware of the cross of the legs, which one's on top or in front. And then release the legs. Shake them out. Rub the knees if that would feel good. Recross the legs with the opposite leg in front. You may want to pull the flesh of your buttocks back again, or perhaps for the first time, sitting nice and tall, sinking down into the sit bones, up through the crown of the head, shoulders relaxed. And drop the chin again. And then start to roll the head around in a circle. Like your nose is drawing a circle in the air in front of you. Circle the other way. And back to center. Let's just stretch the jaw a little bit, making nice, giant chewing motions with the mouth. And you can feel how that kind of stretches and tightens the whole face. It's a good facelift. Good. And then bring your hands to your ears and tug on the ears, starting at the top, working your way down to the lobes, and then working your way back up. We'll do 2 passes, down and up twice. Okay. Now extend your lower jaw out past your upper jaw, jutting your teeth forward. And then keeping the lower jaw forward, open and close the mouth. Really tucking those bottom teeth up as high as you can on the close. So you get a nice workout of these neck muscles in the jaw. And then relax, chew again. Big exaggerated motion. And relax. Now bring your hands under your chin and press up and up the face and all the way up. Little yoga facelift under the chin, up the cheeks, up the face, up the forehead. And just one more. This brings prana to the face. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Elbows drop, shoulders drop, head drops. Breath deep and slow. Drawing the navel toward the spine on the exhale. And then roll yourself up slowly, reaching up with an inhale, coming down with an exhale. And release the legs, shake them out. And then cross the ankles just to flip over the feet onto the hands and knees. Lining the hands up onto the shoulders, knees under hips. You're welcome to come onto fists like I am if the wrists are happier that way. If you're on your hands, you can protect your wrists by spreading the fingers wider. We'll just take a simple cat and cow, letting the belly dip down as we breathe into the belly, and then letting the breath flow up to the chest as we lift the heart and reach the eyes up. On the exhale, we curl the tailbone down, lift the belly, lift the spine, drop the head. And see if the movement can follow the breath. Breathing in and out all the way, and letting that set the pace. And then come back to neutral spine and step your left foot out. Walk the hands in to roll yourself up. Reach up with an inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Slide it down the leg. Right arm over to the left. Roll your gaze up. Maybe close the eyes and connect with the breath filling up under those right ribs. As you exhale long and slow, maybe the left arm can slide down a little more. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, find the back foot. If you don't reach, curl the toes under to reach. If you still don't reach, hand on the hip. And really let your weight come back and let your chest roll up. Bring the left arm up and back. If the head is okay, dropping back, do that. Try to keep your left leg straight. And then feel the breath expanding up under those ribs. And lift the arm, lift the head. Bring the hands to the ground, over to the right side. Step the left foot up. And then bring one hand to either side of the foot and flex and point. Try to keep the knee straight. And then hold the flex position. Inhale, look up. Keep your gaze up, bend your elbows, and lower your torso, keeping your gaze up. Inhale, look up again. Exhale, keep your gaze up. Bend your elbows and drop. Last one, inhale, look up. Exhale, pull your navel back toward your tailbone. Let your belly come down toward your thigh. Relax your head down. And then if your hands are on the ground here, not everybody is going to be able to reach the ground, but if you're on the ground, see if you can come onto your fingertips. And then make your fingertips as light on the ground as possible. Drop the elbows even more. Breathe all the way in and all the way out. Slowly lift your head. Shift your hips forward, bending that front knee. Coming to a lunge. Really dropping the hips. Lifting the heart. And then just notice how it feels to pull your right knee and your left foot toward each other. And then notice how it feels to pull them away from each other. You can just play with that a little bit if you like. Or if you like one and you want to stay there, you can, or let both go if you prefer. And we'll bring that left hand inside the left leg and then behind the shin and calf. And then just rock from side to side, dropping the left knee, dropping the right hip. Left knee. And then bringing the left knee down, taking a breath in, and then take weight out of the hands and let yourself sink. Keep your foot where it is. I know there's a habit of wanting it to be over here for pigeon, but we're going to keep it over here. And just with every exhale, try to take more and more weight out of your hands, letting the body drop. If the elbows are locked, unlock them. Okay. And then let the weight shift over to the left buttock, pulling that left foot in. And then swing the right leg all the way around and over. And with the hands clasped over the outside of the right knee, pull the right knee toward the left shoulder. And then use that same pressing of the hands to help you lift tall through the head. And then we'll hold on with the left hand and inhale the right arm up and get taller. Stay tall, turn the belly, release the hand down behind you. Press into that right hand to lift tall again. Exhale, turn the ribs. Press into the right hand, getting tall again. Exhale, turn the chest. Press down to lift up. Exhale, turn the head. And then if you want, instead of keeping that left hand on the right knee, you can hook the elbow over, bringing the index finger to the thumb, and then placing that mudra at your heart center. Use an inhale to come back to the front. Swing your right leg back. Come up to hands and knees. Take the right foot out to the side. Walk your hands in, roll yourself up, reach up, inhale. Exhale, come down to the right. Left arm reaching overhead. Turn your gaze up. So just notice, maybe bring your gaze down and just notice how the chest feels here on the left side. And then when you bring your gaze up, just see all the shifting that takes place just from that. I feel it in my ribs, in a lot of places. And then as you exhale, maybe that right hand slides down even more. Let that left hand reach energetically out through the fingertips. On an inhale, lift the left hand. Exhale, bring it down to the back heel, curling the toes under if you need that to reach. If you still don't reach, hand on the hip is fine. And then bring the hips forward, the right arm up and back, the head back. Tailbone under you. And bring your hands down. Keep them on the left side. And step your right foot up. And then bring one hand to either side of the leg and point and flex. Hold the flex position. Inhale, look up. Keep your gaze up. Bend your elbows, lower your belly toward your thigh. Inhale, look up. Keep your gaze up. Pull your belly in, drop it down. One more time, look up. Exhale, come down and relax the head over. Lift one hand off the ground. Bring it back, touching just lightly enough to support your balance. Bring the other hand off the ground, bring it back down, gently bending at the elbows or at least softening them, lengthening the breath. Bring the back of your navel toward your tailbone. The shoulders relax. See if you're bracing against the stretch and try to let it go. And lift your head, shift your weight forward, bending into the front knee, coming into a lunge. Really letting that left hip come down a little bit to the right. And you can do on this side what we did on the other side, or if you didn't like it before, you don't have to do it now, but you can see how it feels to draw the right foot toward the left knee. How it feels to pull them away from each other. Even if those feels good to you and you want to stay, feel free. And then bring the right hand to the inside and behind the right calf, letting the weight rock from side to side. Kind of aiming that left hip for the left hand when we go that way. Aiming the right knee for the ground when we go that way. Doesn't mean it's going to come all the way down. It's just the end point. And then we'll let ourselves rock over to the right. Take a deep breath in. And then take weight out of the hands, bending the elbows, sinking down. Each exhale, try to find a way to let go a little more. And then let yourself come down onto your right buttock, bringing that right foot in. Swing the left leg around, all the way over to the outside of the right leg. Clasp your hands around your left knee and draw the knee toward your right shoulder, and then pull your spine up and relax your shoulders down. Left leg is over the right leg. Left leg over right leg. And then holding on with the right hand, inhale and reach the left arm up. Get tall through the spine, feel the space between the vertebrae. And then exhale and roll your belly to the left, bringing your hand to the ground right behind you. Pressing down into that hand, lift tall again through the crown of the head. And then exhale, roll the ribs to the left. Pressing down to lift up, inhale. Exhale, chest and shoulders turn. Inhale, press down to lift tall. Exhale, turn your gaze around, looking back behind you. Each inhale, continue to get tall. With each exhale, relax. Maybe in that relaxation, you're able to turn. And I didn't say it, but if you want to put your elbow there instead of your hand, and your mudra to your heart, feel free. Use an inhale to come back to the front. Swing that left foot around. Come back onto hands and knees. And keep the hips over the knees and walk the arms forward. You can come onto your forehead or your chin or perhaps even your cheek. Breathe deeply. And every time you exhale, let your back ribs sink toward your front ribs. If you're on one cheek, turn to the other one. If you're on a cheek, bring your head center. Bring the hands in. Press into your hands just enough to lift your head. And then round your back, tuck your head, bringing the crown of your head onto the ground. And if possible, the back of your head onto the ground. So maybe getting your head nice and close to your knees so that you can roll toward the back of your head. And then the arms will come around the outside of the thighs and then grab onto either the heels, or if you can't reach the heels, the ankles or the shins, but you really want to grab on because we're going to lift the hips and get that nice stretch across the upper back. And breathe into that stretch. And then release the hands, lower your hips onto your feet, come onto your forehead, rest in child's pose. Stay connected to the breath. Maybe you can even let the feeling of the body dissolve with just your breath. And bring the arms around front. Walk the hands over to the right. Pressing the right hand into the ground, send your left hip back. Reach out long through your left hand. Nice diagonal stretch. See where the breath can make even more space. So bring the body into the limits that it can reach, and then breathe into that, and that stretches us even more. That's how we expand outside of our comfort zone. And then over to the other side. That left hand coming beside you so that you have nice leverage to push the right hip back. And the right hand reaches out long. And the breath makes even more space. And then come center with the arms extended out front. Lift your hips off your heels. Keep your hands where they are. Spread the fingers wide apart. Curl the toes under. Push into the hands to lift the knees. Push into the hands to send the buttocks back. And press the thighs back and the heels down. Roll the shoulders down the back. Drop the head. Sink the heart. And then if there's a lot of weight in the heels of your hands, try to push more into the fingers and send the hips back even more. Walk the feet up to the hands. With soft knees and chin to chest, roll yourself up. Reach your arms up, inhale. Exhale, arms down. 2 more like that. Just standing in the stillness. Feeling the movement inside the stillness. Feeling the stillness inside. Letting weight come into your left foot. Feeling that left leg become really heavy and the weight of your whole body supported by just that left foot. Let the eyes open and find a spot in front of you. Resting your gaze there. Lift the left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hand over to the right side of the head. And slowly lift your right foot up and bring your right hand over the top of the foot. You may need to adjust your gaze point as we drop the head to the left and then start to kick your right foot down. Right shoulders back, away from the face. Release the foot. Bring the hand to the left side of your head. Lift your head up. Release the hand down. Close the eyes. See what you feel. And then let the weight of your body sink down into the right foot. The eyes softly open. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale the hand over to the left side of the head. Look tall with an inhale. Exhale, drop your head to the left. Notice where your gaze needs to go for balance. Lift your left foot into your left hand. Start to kick your left foot down toward the floor. Right shoulders down, left shoulders back and down. Your eyes steer the ship. So if you're veering off to the left a little bit, just move your eyes slightly to the right a little more, vice versa. Release the leg down. Bring your right hand to the right side of your head. Lift it up. Relax the hands down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward, straight legs, bending over your legs. We'll take the backs of the legs in our hands. And inhale, push the backs of the legs into the hands and the hands into the backs of the legs. Exhale, pull yourself over. Inhale, press legs and hands. Exhale, let go of the legs, just use the hands. Bend the knees, bringing the hands to the ground. Lower your buttocks and come all the way onto your back. Lift your hips to tuck your tailbone. Release your legs, shake them out. If you're using an eye pillow, you can place that on your eyes now. And I'll let the arms rest out away from the body with the palms up. Take a breath in through the nose. Let it out of the mouth, releasing the body into the ground. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, dropping the jaw down, letting the lips slightly part. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind. Releasing the activity of the breath, so that the breath is passive and relaxed. That doesn't mean you're going to try to relax the breath. If the breath is rapid or shallow or deep, doesn't matter. Just let it be however it naturally comes and goes. Just rest your mind on the feeling of the breath. You notice thoughts, that's great. You're present enough to notice thoughts. And you have the choice to let them go and you come back to the breath. Deeply relaxed. Letting go. Letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move the fingers and the toes. Reach your arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock side to side. Feeling the ground, massaging your back. Come center, bring the soles of the feet together, the palms of the hands together, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Roll over onto your side, resting your head on your underside arm. Resting your body on the ground, and resting your mind on whatever's here right now, this moment, precious, unique, alive. Slowly make your way up to sitting, letting your head come up last. Sitting however you're comfortable. Sinking down to the sit bones, lifting tall to the crown of the head. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Chin to the chest. Namaste.